Welcome to Pro Amp Solutions. What we have here is a very old Kalamazoo Model 1 single-ended amplifier, and this came in for restoration, so I wanted to show you about what it looked like just when it came in, so you can see the giant hole in the speaker there. So we are going to replace this with a Jensen speaker, and on the top side I'm going to get the chassis out so we can take a closer look at it together. But this is it. This is a Kalamazoo Model 1. So join me as we get into this one, and we'll get this one back in restored working order. Okay, I was able to get the old speaker out, and as you can see, this one here is just heavily rusted and damaged, and not even really probably worth reconing this. So after getting in here, this particle board is just really ruined with moisture. It's expanded and there's some more damage in here. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to just remove the baffle and then carefully remove the grill cloth and make a new baffle for this one using this old one as the template. And it'll give it, it'll sound better too, to give it more structural strength. So that's next. So I'm going to get this baffle out of here, and I'll get to work on that. And I've got the circuitry out, so after I remove the baffle here and go get the new plywood for that, I'm going to rejoin. We'll look at the circuit together. Okay, so I've got the old baffle out, and yeah, you can see how damaged it is. So I'm going to carefully remove this grill cloth, and we're going to make a nice new baffle out of, I'll probably get some Baltic birch to do this with, plywood, and once I get that made, I'll show it to you and we'll get the new one installed. I'm probably going to use new Kep style nuts and washers to hold this back, and same thing, I'll get some new hardware to retain the speakers. But yeah, so this won't be that bad. We'll get this part done. I'll rejoin here in a few moments with the chassis, and we'll see what we need to do there. Okay, so here is the new speaker baffle. It's made and painted and ready to go. You can see the thickness. It's actually just slightly thicker than the original particle board. So I was able to get a nice piece of plywood, cut that out. So I'm actually waiting on just the blind screws for that. I was able to preserve the original grill cloth and clean it up. And let me grab that and show it to you also. Okay, so here is the grill cloth. So I very carefully removed this from the old baffle. And what I did, I took it to the kitchen sink and laid it in, and just with very mild, like Dawn dish soap, just a couple drops and water, and I worked a very gentle brush over the grill cloth in both directions, just very gentle. And then I laid it outside just to naturally dry in the sun, and look at how beautiful the grill cloth came out. All of those kind of nasty stain runs that were in it are really almost completely gone. So I think this is going to look really sharp when it's in. And there was that one area that looked like a little hole. I was able to work the cloth both directions and mostly make that go away. So the grill cloth, I think, is going to look wonderful on the new baffle. And as soon as those blind nuts come and I get that in, we'll get the grill cloth and the baffle done, the baffle reinstalled. And I've got a beautiful Jensen speaker that's going to go in this, and we'll keep moving forward. This is going to be a fun little single-ended restoration. This is an EL84 single-ended amp. It uses a very simple 6x4 rectifier tube, low current demand, 12AX7 and EL84. We'll put it on the scope and measure the output when we get to that point, but my guess is this is only going to put out maybe 3 to 4 watts. But we'll know here shortly in a little bit, and I look forward. I love these old single-ended amps, and we'll get this working, and I'm excited about it. Thanks for joining. Welcome back to Pro Amp Solutions. I've got the Kalamazoo chassis out and wanted to show you what it looked like in the state it came out of the amp. You can see there's, it's just corrosion, it's filthy dirty. And this amp is actually quite simple. There's just 9 resistors, 2 coupling caps, 2 pots, an input jack, fuse, and that's really it. My main concern is just testing these few components, and then I'm going to clean this up and we'll go from there. But the main thing is that this sort of the Firecracker style capacitor, you can see on my ESR meter here, this is the 20 UF wire lead here, this red one, and we're at 376 nanofarads, so this is just, yeah, it's dried up and shot. So let's test a couple of the legs. This is a 10 UF leg. Yeah, it's totally done. And this is a 10 UF leg. Yep. So this is going to have to be replaced, and I think what I'm going to do is replace it with a can style capacitor, and we'll do probably a quad 10 UF and run 2 10 UFs in parallel to get a 20-10-10 to replace this. And then my other concern would be mainly these Sprague coupling caps, and then as you can see, these are the power cord leads coming in. I've cut them off, but what we'll do to make it meet UL standards, we'll run the AC hot lead to the switch and the neutral to the fuse, but this death cap, this Sprague film capacitor, will come out from here, and we'll run the ground lead from the new power cord to this ground tab here, and make sure that that is securely grounded. So the main things that we'll do is we'll put a 18 gauge new power cord in it. We'll get rid of the death cap. We'll replace this with a new CE can capacitor, and then I'm just going to test, once I get it cleaned up, I'll test each of these 9 resistors, make sure they're within under 10%, and if they're more than that, even though they could be 20% and still be based on a silver band, we're not going to do that. We're going to make sure these are all within 10%, or we're going to replace them. Hi, welcome back to Pro Amp Solutions. I've got the Kalamazoo Model 1 speaker baffle mounted, as you can see, and I've got the brand new Jensen speaker installed. Here is my implementation of the 10-10-10-10. This is quad 10 UF, and I've got 2 of the 10 UF poles in parallel for that leg that goes to the single-ended transformer. We've got our new 18 gauge power cord in and the death cap removed. We can see that here. And then The Sprague coupling capacitors, I brought it up slowly on the Variac and monitored voltage. I was a little concerned about the transformer initially, so I brought everything up slowly. On the Variac, tested the AC on the transformer first without any other connections. Then I installed the CAN capacitor and brought it up slowly and checked each stage of voltage, and it all looked really good. So I have cleaned and lubricated the potentiometers, and the only resistor I had to replace, you'll see here, is the 1K resistor. That's the screen dropping resistor for the screen supply. Other than that, I had no DC leakage on the Spragues, and so I elected to leave those in. So we've got a brand new 6x4 rectifier tube, and then we have a new 12 AX7 installed and a brand new EL84. So I'll put this up here on the bench and we'll run through it and do a sound test. Kalamazoo Model 1 restored. Okay, this is the Kalamazoo Model 1, and we'll do 3 quick sound checks. Here is number 1. Here is test number 2. Test number 3. Okay, welcome back. I wanted to show you what the completed Kalamazoo Model 1 looks like. You can see how nice the grill cloth looks, and you know, the cabinet is sort of it's a patinaed look, but it looks and sounds fantastic. Really pleased with the way it came out.